And good morning, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. Forgot my coffee, but just been busy today. Focus that a little bit. Been running around. I have some important news. I might be off air because of problems with my internet on July 28th. Everybody should be remembering this is the second month of SHTF. It's the summer month, rough summer, like I told everybody. But understand this very clearly. Okay, get that corrected. Okay, around August 6th, expect certain things to happen, certain events. Now, I'm going to concern myself with weather. Okay, now, a lot of people are too visual, but I have to give you this visual. Okay, you can check this out yourself. This is southern Argentina. Buenos Aires got cold rain, but this is the weird part. Normally they just get cold rain, but they don't have a blizzard like this in Argentina. This is July 24th. It's been snowing all weekend. Now, if you're living in Australia and in let's see, Argentina, Chile, Australia, South Africa, I'd be nervous as hell. Okay? Been busy. Second thing is, I've been watching the wind for the This is America's. Yeah, on the storm front. Now, we are having two things coming up because during July and stuff in the southern hemisphere, it's their winter. Here, it's our summer. So you have to be very careful about two things: massive heat and sudden downpours and tornadoes and high winds. I am not kidding. Look at bushcraft family. They got hit with either high winds or tornadoes. You have to be careful. I've been going over the figures from the National Weather Center. Certain areas in the country is getting blasted with high UV radiation. Okay, you can check that for yourself. National Weather Service. A second thing is, the extreme heat. There are pockets still of extreme heat, and there's one nasty one over Texas. Around it, it's raining like hell, except for this pocket. And also, you got like the second next to us, this California, the second highest dosage of UV radiation. So if you're growing gardens in buckets, use a shade cloth. Okay, cover your plants. And also you want something to retain moisture. Now I checked on my sister's gardens. We had to pull everything out because too much UV radiation. I told her best thing if you want to do that is probably wait until November or winter so we could start again because it's just too much radiation and it's too hot. And a lot of people like says, how come some people I see they grow great tomato plants? They use two systems. They use a shade cloth to prevent the UV radiation to hit. Now me, I'm trying to make UV resistant plants, but it isn't working too well because half my plants are being fried, and I'll try to get a short of it. I'm trying to do the hydrangeas, but it's really hard, folks, because strong UV rays hurts delicate plants like vegetables and flowering plants. Other plants can take it, but some plants can't. All right? This is one of the problems of the food shortage. And then if you look at Tim Cass, another overseas thing, the New York Times says it's a right to eat people. Okay, I did a comedy bit. I didn't think they'll take that seriously. And I don't like when the New York Times and Teamcast takes over my, werewolf or prepper or vegan helper joke. It wasn't funny. Okay? These are serious outlets. Okay? Don't eat people. Grow a garden as best as you can. Make sure you know what kind of vegetables withstand the heat in your area. Now, a lot of people, they planted strawberries. And I'm looking, why are they planting strawberries this time of year in Texas? They didn't know better. And also, this is probably the first year trying to plant. Okay? The heat kills. If your plants are not resistant to it, because I helped my friend pull out and save certain clusters of strawberries for this winter. And a lot of people don't understand. When the heat comes to the valley where I live, it used to be a desert. So you can't have strawberries between end of June till end of October. It's too hot. Okay, it's 115 here. Cool temperatures are normally like 102, 104. Okay, people don't understand. Why? Because we have a messed up ecosystem here. Some bonehead from Oklahoma that moved to Bakersfield drained Tulare Lake. That was the biggest lake west of the Mississippi, next to the Salt Lake, Utah Salt Lake. Okay, but this was a shallow freshwater lake. Okay, Tulare Lake. It wasn't that deep. It was just big, and they drained it within 3 or 4 decades. That's why Bakersfield had cotton, and it brought in the oil industry. You know when my grandfather came here? Was it grandfather or great grandfather? Well, one of those, when they came here in the early 1890s, they looked at Bakersfield and like, what the hell is it? And they told them it used to be a stagecoach stop, and then a emergency train stop, and a whore depot. Okay, it used to be a flow of, because of railroad and stagecoach, and they had a lot of whores. Because nobody lived in Bakersfield, not even the ranchers. Nobody liked it. It's hot, dusty, and there was no water. The guy who came from Oklahoma after the Civil War changed all that, diverted the water from the Kern River. It goes through Bakersfield, which we were mad, and then it goes through drain Tulare Lake. Now, if it rains hard, we might see a ghost image of it, but the rest of the lake is like, what the hell is that? It's a pond. Okay, that's one of the things. If I ever get into either by money or by government, I'm going to refill those things. There's 5 lakes I want to refill in the Central Valley that should never have been drained for LA, Bakersfield, because people don't know these lakes. This supported our ecosystem. And once you start draining these 5 lakes, you take a look outside what it looks like. It throws off our hydrocycles. And then people, which makes me mad, have no idea what's our condition. You know, we could get rid of the fish ladders and the power dams. But wait, those fish ladder helps the fish to get to the spawning grounds and then back again. And second thing is, we need those hydro plants in case of a drought, a long drought. Did the Democrats listen? Oh no, it's bad for the ecosystem and the fish. We have more fish kills and drops because I go to my old trout stream. It's dirt for 3 years. I could take my dirt, if I could still ride it, my ATV or my dirt bike down there. Okay? Don't vote Democrat. All right? They cause more damage. And if I ever get back into power, that's a lot of jobs to be fixed. Fish dams have to be put back in. Hydro dams have to be put back in. And a cost for us. Back then, it was cheap. Nowadays, it's going to cost us 10 to 15 times more. So think about it. All right? And I'll be seeing you folks. Oh, YouTube also put me back into the doghouse, back into the YouTube ghetto. So I'm kind of like shadow banned in the ghetto. And you might see comments whatchamacallit, have been removed. That's not me. That's you know who. Shanghai. Come on! And I'll catch you later, folks. You have a nice day. Bye now. I'll be seeing you.